Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Galar Cup and we got kind of a spice team here. So we're going to be using the Lanturn with the Shadow, Machamp, and the Ferrothorn in the back. We're going to have Water Gun, Lanturn here versus this Diggersby. So we're doing super effective fast move. We're going to be able to do super effective charge moves. Just like that, we've already got them into the low yellow. They're going to fire up a Scorching Sand here. And they are going to be able to reach another Scorching Sand, so this is going to take them out. This is going to take out our Lanturn, but we're going to come back in here with the Machamp, trying to get some energy advantage. We do get the farm down, so that's nice. And what do we see in the back? Okay, it ends up being the Drifloon, so we're going to have to try to go for some shields here. We're going to go for a cross shot. We do grab that shield. We're going to see if we can get to another move on timing. This is going to be another cross chop here. Maybe we'll get the double shield. We do get the extra shield, so that's fantastic. Do we have enough energy and time to get to a Stone Edge? We decided to shield one, switch out into the Ferrothorn, and let's see what they're going to throw here. Ends up being the Icy Wind, so we can survive that. And we see the Frost Blast in the back, so let's see how many Power Whips we can fire off. One Power Whip does get through. We're going to have to shield here. We have to probably get to 2 more Power Whips. Let's find out. This Power Whip here does get them into the low red. We do get the farm down, and now we're going to have an energy advantage and get to this Stone Edge here versus the Drifloon, and boom, down goes the Drifloon. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Machamp in the back, having unfavorable matchups, double Ghost in the back, able to wiggle out of that situation. So the Shadow Machamp kind of going crazy. Okay, so we got the Lanturn Ferrothorn core and the Machamp kind of like the generals here. Okay, this is terrible. Goodra is going to be very difficult to deal with. We're going to go to the Shadow Machamp here. They switch out into their Toxapex. That's going to be a really good matchup for them. We do get the Stone Edge off, so we get them into the 50% mark. Brine does get used, and now we have no choice but to go into our Lanturn. We really want this Lanturn either to take out this Toxapex or to be low enough that they don't farm us down with that Goodra. Sludge Wave does get used. We're going to farm up a good amount of energy, fire off this Thunder, and it does go through, takes out the Toxapex. They're going to use their Goodra here, and we're going to switch out into the Ferrothorn. We don't have to worry about any moves here against this Goodra. They're actually just trying to get us low enough. We see that Diggersby does decide to come back in here, so we do have some energy advantage. We're going to keep on farming here. We're going to show this first one. Let's see what moves that they're running. Scorching Sand, so we know that they don't have Fire Punch. This is going to be coming down to whether we can get a good amount of energy advantage to throw back at that Goodra. They decide to switch out after tanking that Power Whip. Here we know that we are going to resist the move, but is it going to get us low enough that it is going to take us out? No. So we're going to go for this Power Whip here. All of our moves are resisted. We're going to switch out into the Lanturn because we want to try to get this move off, but they are going to be able to snipe our energy here. We're going to go for this Surf. Try to get it low enough that we can farm down. Okay, we actually take it out, unfortunately, and now we can't get to a Surf. So GG's to our opponent. That was a close game considering the Goodra was a core breaker for our team. And we were very close to winning the game. Maybe if we had been running mirror shots on our Ferrothorn, we would have had a better chance. But we really just didn't have enough health on that Lanturn. Honestly, if we had undercharged maybe against the Goodra, we would have been able to get to a Surf. But still a tough situation. All right, we're going to switch out into the Machamp here. And unfortunately, they are going to stay in. We were hoping that they would switch out. But good recognition by our opponent. We're going to have to come back in here with the Lanturn. The Lanturn here is going to be able to chunk away. They are in the 50% mark. So we know that we can potentially farm down with this Ferrothorn against this Quagsire after our Surf goes through. We need all the energy advantage we can get towards the backline. They revealed Aqua Tail Quagsire, so we know that we can resist all the moves. We'll finish shield here because maybe on last second thought they were running Mud Bomb, but they did go for the Stone Edge, so we just need to keep this Ferrothorn healthy enough that we can either grab some shields in the back or potentially farm down. They decide to double shield this Galar, so this is giving us indication that we might have an opportunity in the back. Okay, interesting backline here. We're going to have to shield. This Barbacle here is going to be able to get to another move. We were trying to get to 2 Power Whips. Unfortunately, it does not happen, and they are able to take us out. So GG Star opponent, kind of a spice team that they had. But honestly, the mistake was switching out our Machamp into their Galar. Okay, next game, we got the Gastrodon versus our Lanturn. Unfavorable matchup. We're going to switch out into the Machamp. They go into their Clefable. Clefable throws a move immediately. With their Surf, we can tank it. We're going to fire off this Stone Edge because we need as much damage as possible. So that's huge damage, even though they are able to tank it. We're going to go back into our Lanturn here to farm down. They use Swift, and we are going to be able to survive that easily. So we have a little bit of energy advantage versus this Gastrodon. So we're going to fire off this Surf. It does grab a shield, so we're going to switch out into the Ferrothorn, tank whatever move. We know that we are going to be probably switched out here. Okay, no switch out. Interesting enough. They are going to be switching out into their Ninetales, non-shadow. We're going to allow the first one to go through and shield it. We're going to keep on farming energy, and now they realize their fate. So GG Star opponent able to win that game with the Ferrothorn in the back for breaking their Ninetales and that Gastrodon. So we do get the win right there. Okay, next game. Let's see if we can end off on a good note. Honestly, the Machamp is kind of fun. Obviously, if it gets into a situation where it's a 50-50 bait situation, that's where it's kind of okay, they switch out into the Quagsire, and we're going to match them with the Ferrothorn. But yeah, the Machamp in certain situations can really mess with the opponent's minds, especially with the 50-50 calls. Okay, so we're going to easily win this matchup here. We're going to fire off this Power Whip, try to get the undercharge. We do get undercharge, and we get the perfect farm down. So that was really nicely done. We see the Ninetales come back in here. We're going to be able to pressure a lot of damage with these Power Whips. They are going to be able to throw a move. We're going to allow her to go through. Weather Ball takes us out. We're going to go to the Machamp immediately, and they go into their Diggersby. So that's an easy win right there. Well played by us. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.